how will you stabilize the economy when Bitcoin has problems? Okay, that's another thing I think. The whole idea of that when the economy starts to crumble or something happens where we need to spur growth, so let's print this, let's change interest rates, like it feels like a manipulation of the free market, frankly. And I think a lot, like we bailed out GM. Was that a good idea? I don't know. Like their business sucks now. Like they didn't invest in electric cars. Like every company we bail out, like doesn't seem to be doing great. You know, like I don't like this idea that, oh, if you're an airline and you go bankrupt because times were tough, we're going to bail you out. It's like, no, you should go bankrupt and then all future airlines will have a better capital reserve. So I'm a huge proponent in free markets. And I've actually been even bigger than this. A video I made a long time ago was the institutional I can't even say this because it's so the way they spread information to institutional investors on Wall Street. Like, I don't know if you know this, but like Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, like after a conference call of a big public company, will get to call the CEO and like have their own private conference call and get their own private tour of the factory and get all this juicy details that nobody else gets. And then they put that in a report to their clients first. They let their big clients trade it. The entire way Wall Street works, it's the institutionalization of insider information dissemination. I think that's what my term was. But basically, like, they've institutionalized the way they spread inside information by letting these analysts get exclusive access to the company. That's total BS, which is why I love Tesla, because they changed that paradigm. They do these private investor tours, which every company does, but they let me go on that tour and they let me talk about it to all of you. And they let me go to the Gigafactory and then talk about it to all of you to spread it to the public, because it's like, yo, why are you letting like Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs like get this private tour and like all the homies who love Tesla, buy Teslas, watch Tesla YouTube videos don't get to know that? Like, that's whack. But that's how literally the entire industry works. And so it really yeah. And so I don't know, the idea that free markets and the stock market is fair and there's like equal information is just totally wrong. So I don't like to pretend that that's the case. And that's why I'm just a bigger believer in sort of this decentralized markets thesis, which I think is going to be really powerful. And I think the reality of the situation is the winner in all of this is us, is the consumer. You can buy Bitcoin today. You can access it. Like, it's decentralized. Nobody can stop you. There's no holding times. There's no person at the bank to tell you you can't open your account. Like, this is truly ubiquitous and decentralized. And so I think that's really interesting.